Hello, good morning. Welcome to today's episode of Morning Tea with Mimi. Today, let's discuss why we're so prone to being unhappy and how to live a more happier life even when we really feel like we shouldn't be happy. This is a dash of colors and this is a self-help channel. If you're not subscribed, please find the subscription button wherever you're listening on Spotify, Google Podcasts, and click on subscribe so you can get morning notifications every single day when we upload episodes of Morning Tea. So, why is it that it is so easy for us to make ourselves unhappy? Some of us have believed that we do not deserve to be happy. And it seems like we're constantly trying to make ourselves feel horrible, or we're constantly trying to remind ourselves of reasons why we should not create happiness for our lives. I know that the definition of happiness to the average person is being able to have tons of material things to show for all the hard work that they do. And this is a misconception by world standards and probably social media standards. And this is why a lot of us are sad and we're constantly feeling depressed. Happiness is a state of being happy. That is what it is. It is not tied around how much money that you have, or how you have a new car, or how you have been able to have a new house, or whatever material thing that we have always believed should give us happiness. It is a fact created every single day intentionally. So why exactly do we deprive ourselves the joy that comes with being happy with the place that our lives are going? One of it is standards. The standards are probably from social media, can be from people around us, and it could be from pressure. People always say things like, if you don't have money, you have no reason to be happy. If you don't have money, you have no reason to smile, and things like that. For 1 minute, I actually believed that because I was depressed, because I was broke, and I intentionally made myself unhappy because I constantly said things like, I do not deserve to smile. I do not deserve to be laughing right now when I do not have money, and things like that. And that makes no sense because that's like how we look at our lives most of the time. Another reason why we tend to be unhappy a lot is because we are so focused on the destination of whatever thing that we want rather than the goals or the process. Most of us have made up our minds that the only time that we would ever be happy is when we have achieved a considerably amount of success that is evident for everybody, including yourself. The problem with this is sometimes destinations are a lot slower, and if you're not going to be patient, you're going to be unhappy. So let's say your goal is to buy a car and you have tried so many times to save money and do all that so you can save up for a car, and it seems like you are not meeting up with your expectations to buy a car before the end of the year. Are you going to intentionally become or choose to be unhappy because you're not able to afford a car yet? Or are you going to create intentional happiness for yourself and remain positive that you would always find better sources of income that would help you save money faster to get a car? It is very exciting to focus on the progress, to focus on the process, than to constantly wait around for the destination. So stop waiting around until you're a rich man before you can smile. Stop waiting around until you're married before you can actually have fun with yourself and enjoy your life. The most important thing is that you're willing and consistently trying to create a banquet of happiness for yourself. So how do we stay happy? 1, be grateful. It doesn't matter if someone close to you is doing way better than you are. Be grateful. You are breathing. You can read. You can write. You have clean water. You have food. You still have family. Or you have friends who care about you. Those are things that we can never, ever use money to buy. And there are tons of them as well. Even people who pay for oxygen sincerely really do not want to do that. But here you are breathing really well. So be grateful for life. Be grateful for how you are. Be grateful for how your head looks. Be grateful for how your body looks. Be grateful for how everything is happening. 2, make sure that you're constantly doing things that excite you. Stop depriving yourself the joy of doing things for yourself because you feel like you don't deserve it, or because you feel like you have to wait around for a certain kind of thing to come into your life before you can do it. 3, enjoy the process. Live in the present. Stop worrying about the future. Stop worrying about how bad the past was. The most important thing is how you're living now, what you're doing now, the things that you're changing, how better you're getting. That is the most important thing in life. So I hope this morning that as you listen to this, that you learn to smile even when you're going through difficulty. That you learn to be happy even when it seems like the whole world is crashing on your head. The truth is, life gets better when you look at it from a positive outlook. And I know being positive about the way our lives are is one of the hardest things to do, because I know that I have been there several times when I had to choose between staying depressed and doing something to get out of depression. And I chose the latter because I hated the fact that I felt defeated. I just hope that you realize that the most important things in this life are things that are intangible, things that you do not even realize how important they are. And then learn to be grateful for the process and not the destination. Thank you guys for listening. If you haven't subscribed to the Telegram community, the link to the Telegram group is in the description of this episode, wherever you're listening. And if you're struggling with navigating the Anchor website, you could only open the link wherever you find this one and then find icons like Google Podcast icons, Spotify icons, Apple Music icons, and click on them. It will take you directly to your preferred platform so you can subscribe and turn on notification for every episode. I hope this helps for those who have been struggling to find a way to subscribe and to turn on the notification on your podcast. To see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for listening and have a great day.